What's up guys, my name is Ace, and over this past weekend we had the CDL Championship, and with this we got some more information regarding Modern Warfare 2, including confirmed beta dates, a first proper look at one of the multiplayer maps, and also the announcement of the Next Event, which I'm happy to announce I will be attending on September 15th. So let's start the video off with this Next Event and just share what we know about it so far. And keep in mind, I know exactly as much as you guys do. Like I said, I will be attending this event, I'll be there, and apparently I'll have an opportunity to live stream some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay for you as well while I'm at that event. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitch if you haven't done that yet. But outside of that, I basically just know what you guys know from the blog posts that they posted, but let's go through that. Apparently, this next event is going to be an era-defining franchise event that showcases the immediate future of Call of Duty. So this isn't just a Modern Warfare 2 event, this is for the entire franchise, so it looks like we're going to be seeing the full multiplayer reveal for Modern Warfare 2. We're going to be getting some information on Warzone 2. I doubt we'll be seeing too much beyond that. I highly doubt we'll be seeing like gameplay or anything, but we'll likely get our first bits of information regarding Warzone 2, and then we'll also be getting information on the mobile version of Warzone, which is also coming at some point down the road. And as of right now, that's really all we know regarding this event. Most of it, I'm sure, is going to be just as much a surprise to me as you guys watching from home. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm really excited to be able to stream some early Modern Warfare 2 gameplay for you on September 15th. Now, the day after the next event, we start getting into our early access beta for Modern Warfare 2, and let's go over all these beta dates and exactly what they mean. So on September 16th to 17th, this is where PlayStation platforms will have early access to the Modern Warfare 2 beta. So this is for people that have a beta code either through pre-ordering or if you manage to get a code through a giveaway or whatever. In either case, this is the early access for PlayStation, which apparently you do not require PlayStation Plus for as well. That's worth mentioning. Then on September 18th to 20th, this is where it's an open beta for all PlayStation players. So for this section, you don't need a beta code or anything. Anybody on PlayStation can just log in, download the beta, and play it. Then for the second weekend of the beta, from September 22nd to 23rd, this is going to be the early access period for Xbox and PC. So again, those players will need a beta code or a pre-order. Whereas during that same time, this is just going to be a continued open beta for PlayStation, so no beta code required if you're playing on a PlayStation platform. And then finally, on September 24th to 26th, this is going to be the open beta for all platforms, so anybody can play it on any platform with no beta code or pre-order required. It's also worth noting during this second weekend, crossplay will be activated, so you will be able to play across platforms with your friends. And none of this is really all that surprising. They still have the PlayStation deal, even though Microsoft is acquiring Activision. And this is the same sort of format that we've seen for the past few years of Call of Duty. And to top that off, about a month ago, Ralph's Valve leaked these beta dates, and they were almost perfectly accurate. The only thing is the first weekend, it looks like they pushed it back by a day in order to make room for this next event. So with Ralph's leaked dates, the weekend one started on the 15th and ended on the 19th. Looks like they just pushed that back a day to make room for that next event. Now, some more information we got regarding this beta is apparently the beta is going to go beyond the core 6v6 experience with a variety of maps and modes. And what this means to me is we're likely going to be playing on battle maps as well, which is essentially ground war from Modern Warfare 2019, although apparently they've got different modes within these battle maps, so it's not just that standard ground war. But that's pretty interesting. It looks like we are going to have access to ground war, or at least something similar to ground war in the beta. On top of that, they mentioned that we'll have access to progression experiences, which might just mean that we start from level 1 and we can progress and unlock and level up, which is normal for betas. Usually that's what they do. They start you at level 1 and they only allow you to level up a certain amount and not experience everything that's going to be in the full build of the game. And then on top of that, they also mentioned that in the beta, there will be a number of in-game rewards available simply for playing the beta. So you can earn these things in the beta and then you will have access to them in the full build of the game. And while any progression that we have throughout the beta will almost definitely be reset, I hope it will be reset for the full build of the game, these specific rewards that you unlock for playing the beta will carry over to the full build. Now finally, regarding the beta, one last piece of information I wanted to point out here is the beta codes will be tied to your Activision account and not the specific platform that you're playing on. So let's just say you're a PC player, you get a beta code and you activate it on your account. If you have a PlayStation console, that beta code will also apply to PlayStation because it's linked to your entire Activision account, and you would be able to play the early access beta on PlayStation for weekend 1, even though your main account is on PC and that's where you activated your beta code. Now finally for this video, let's take a look at the Marina Bay Grand Prix map, which is a 6v6 map, and they shared this short video over the weekend during CoD Champs that just gives us a good look at several of the areas on the map. Now, we obviously can't see everything that's going on here. We can't see the full layout and how this map is going to be playing. We more so just see the theme, and we can maybe get a slight indication of how it's going to play. But apparently, this is one of the maps that a lot of the pro players have already played, and they really liked this particular map, and it's likely going to end up being a competitive map in the game. But my initial impressions just looking at this, I really like the color. There is lots of color going on here. It looks like a lot of clean lines as well, which I do like my maps with clean lines. And a big thing that I noticed is it doesn't look like there's a ton of verticality on this map. It looks like it's going to be a much more simplistic map design than what we were used to with Modern Warfare 2019. There doesn't appear to be a bunch of like 2-story buildings posted up all over the place. It looks like it's going to be fairly level and flat with not too much verticality. Also, I'm not seeing a ton of doors everywhere. It looks like a lot of the openings at least are just that. They're openings with no doors. Although in a couple clips I do see some areas where there's doors, but it doesn't look like they're going to be all over the map at least. And I'm not surprised that the pros like a map like this because it does look like it would be more suited to competitive play. And those tend to be the maps that really appeal to me, so I'm personally really excited for this particular one, and I'm also excited to see what other maps we have access to in the beta. And with that, that's gonna wrap it up for today's quick video, and this is where I wanna hear from you guys in those comments down below. First up, what do you guys think about the structure of the beta based on what we've seen? Were you surprised that this is basically exactly the same sort of structure that we've seen in recent years? And then what are your initial impressions of this Grand Prix map that we saw these flyovers on? Are you liking the looks of this so far, or not so much? Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.